Hello. Welcome. My name is Milana Rachishin, and I would like to welcome you all to the class of 2025 8th grade graduation. On behalf of the 8th graders, thank you for coming on this special night to support us. Please silence your cell phones at this time and have a good evening.
Let's bow our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are very thankful for the ability to be here to celebrate our class of 2025. We have spent years accomplishing our goals that without you wouldn't be possible. Thank you for all of our memories. I pray over this graduation ceremony that will go out as planned. I ask that we spend our last time at APCS being happy. I ask that your presence will fill this place with us today. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Our class aim is to reach our goals, be kind to ourselves, others, and the world, view mistakes as opportunities, take ownership of our learning, use our strengths and challenging times, talk about what we are grateful for, take feedback, and hold our ideas tightly and find solutions.
Our class motto is the hardest battle you will face in life is to be no one but yourself in a world which is trying its hardest to make you like everyone else.
Our Christ verse is, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." Deuteronomy 31:6.
This class started with two, Milana and Nikita in kindergarten. We remember Miss Alicia. She was nice and smiling. We had nap time and ate a lot of goldfish for snacks. In first grade, me, Hudson Knipe, and Sophie joined. We remember Miss Susan was our teacher. She gave us gumdrops and had us sing. We went to the apple orchard and read in the loft. In second grade, Yana, Evelina B., and Angelina joined. We went to the play lodge. Miss Susan was always happy. In third grade, Nadia and Sebastian joined. Mrs. Blinsky and Mr. Nard were our teachers, and Mrs. Blinsky taught us sign language. In fourth grade, Avenir and Philip joined. Mr. Nard always told stories. We remember the Bushmaster story. We had library time and went outside for lunch. In fifth grade, Autumn and Evelina P. joined. Mrs. Faber was our teacher. She was so sweet and welcoming. She took us to the ropes course. In sixth grade, Jonathan joined. Miss Faber and Coach Denius, we remember in Ahsoka, we went to the outdoor school. In seventh grade, no one joined, and Miss K was our teacher. We were the first class to have class in the hallway. We remember going to DC, sleeping at the church, and eating fries on the street. In eighth grade, we had Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is our teacher now. We remember him for his kind-heartedness and always bring us to sports events and always having jokes for us every single morning.
Hello, my name is Yana Babeka. I was born in Yatinets, Moldova on October 30th, 2010. My hobbies are horseback riding, watching movies, and listening to music. I've been a student at APCS for 7 years. During my time at APCS, I've learned what it means to be a true friend, how to stay through hard times, and how every moment, even the hard ones, helped me grow into who I am today. One of my favorite school memories was during the 8th grade class trip, during the car rides when we would sing together. Another one is during the history trip when we tried to bring the guys but got caught. Tonight, I would like to especially thank my friends, Nadia, Sophie, and Evelina. Whenever I had problems, I could count on them to give me advice I truly needed, not just what I wanted to hear. Even on the days I came to school in a bad mood, seeing that would make me smile right away. I love you guys. Another person I want to especially thank tonight is our music teacher, Mr. Green. His jokes always made class more fun, especially when he called people out. I think one of the reasons I stay humble is because of how many times Mr. Green put me in my place. Thank you, Mr. Green. The last people I want to also especially thank tonight are my classmates. I'm really glad I got to grow up with all of you. Even though you annoyed me most days, and I annoyed you too, I'm going to miss every single one of you. We've shared a lot of memories, laughs, and inside jokes that I will always remember. My first rose tonight will go to my parents. Papa, thank you for everything you provided for me and my siblings. You're like my best friend. I could always count on you to make me laugh, even on my worst days. Our car rides are some of my favorite memories. Just listening to songs and spending time with you means so much to me. I can always come to you with new drama knowing you will laugh about it with me instead of giving me a lecture. Mama, you are the woman I look up to most. I know I can come to you with any problems and you will always give me the best advice. Even though me and you argue often about random things, I've never stopped loving you, even for a second. Thank you for being such incredible people in my life. I love you both so much. My second rose goes to my teacher, Mr. Collins. I'm incredibly thankful to have had the experience of being in his class. He always tried to understand us, respected us, and made every lesson so much fun. His positive energy, patience, and encouragement made an impact on me, and I will never forget that. My last rose tonight will go to my godmother, Luna. She's like a second mom to me, always there, looking out for me. She's the one who defended me to my parents when I would get into trouble, no matter how wrong I probably was. She helped me in more ways than I can count, and her love and support have meant everything to me. I love you so much, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Thank you so much, APCS.
Hello, my name is Evelina Bortnik. I was born in Lviv, Ukraine on December 16, 2010. Some of my favorite hobbies include reading, baking, and listening to music. I've been a student at APCS for 7 years, and during my time here, I've learned that true friendship is rare and precious. And when you find someone who truly understands and supports you, hold on to them. One of my favorite memories is the 8th grade trip. We went paintballing, we played in the arcade, and we played volleyball. I'd like to thank Miss Kay, Miss Faber, and my friends. Miss Kay, thank you for making math and history a lot more fun. I'll never forget your fun ways of helping us prepare for tests, like throwing pom-poms at us when we got a question right. Miss Faber, thank you for being such an amazing teacher. You made coming to school something I actually look forward to, and you were always there to help me when I needed it, whether it was schoolwork or other things. Sophie, Yana, and Nadia, thank you for helping me get through this year, for making me laugh when I was in a bad mood, and for always being there for me. I love you guys so much. Lastly, I would like to thank my classmates. You guys are so unintentionally funny. You guys made the days better and made school more fun. I'm going to miss you guys. I would like to give my first rose to my parents. Mama, thank you for always being there for me, especially during the times I felt lonely. Your love, support, and willingness to simply be present meant the world to me. I'm so grateful for you, and I love you deeply. Tato, thank you for your hard work and endless dedication to our family. You've given so much to make sure we have food on the table and a safe place to call home. Thank you for waking up early to take me to school and for always encouraging me to read my Bible and to trust in God through everything. I love you so much, Tato. I'm giving my second rose to Mr. Collins. Thank you for always checking up on me and making the class laugh. Your kindness and sense of humor made each day better. And I truly appreciate the way you took the time to make sure I was okay. You made class more enjoyable, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you, best friend. Finally, I'm giving my third rose to Sophie, my best friend. Thank you for always being there for me, for listening to me without judgment, and giving me advice when I needed it. I could go on and on about everything you've done, but to keep it short, you're like the sister I never had. Meeting you was like finding a piece of myself I didn't know I was missing. Thank you for everything. I love you. Thank you to all the APCS staff. You guys have all made a huge impact on my life.
Hello, my name is Hudson Knipe. I was born on October 15, 2010 in Asheville, North Carolina. Some of my hobbies are fishing and playing basketball. I have been a student at APCS for 8 years. Some of the things that I have learned over the past 8 years at APCS is never doubt your abilities and always give 100% in anything that you do, no matter what you are doing. Tonight, I would like to thank all my teachers who have encouraged me and supported me during my time at APCS. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Aside from that, I would also like to thank Ms. Brooke for always letting me hang out in the office when I did not want to go to class. So with that, I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me in everything I do and always constantly pushing me to be better. My first rose goes to my dad for always being there for me and supporting me during my basketball career and doing his best to help me and to make me better. My second rose goes to my mom for always helping me with my homework when I did not understand how to do it. Finally, I would like to give my third rose to Coach Denius for being an amazing teacher, coach, and friend. No matter what subject I was in or if I was playing sports, he was always there to help me and to push me to be the best I possibly could. Whenever I needed him, he was always there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Angelina Gordienko. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina on June 30th, 2011. My hobbies are reading, baking, and listening to music. I have been a student at APCS for 6.5 years. While at APCS, I have grown the most in friendship and maturity. My favorite school memories at APCS have been on 8th grade class trip when me and Evelina went on a walk and heard something moving in the trees and thought it was a bear. Before I give out my roses, I'd like to thank my class for always being there for me. When I was hurt or stuck, they would always try to make me laugh or ask how I was doing. I'll miss you guys. Thank you. My first rose goes to my parents. Mama, thank you for always being there for me and asking me how my day was. Every day I came from school, you would ask me if there was any problems at school. I love you. Thank you. Papa, when I get home, there's food on the table and a place to sleep. Thank you for providing for our family. I love you, Dad. Thank you. My second rose goes to my best friend, Evelina Polachuk. Thank you for always being there when I felt alone and sad. Thank you for always helping me with my homework, and I pray that we will have each other for life. My third rose will go to Mr. Collins. He has been an amazing teacher this year. When I felt down, he would come up and force me to tell him what was wrong. We would always fight about if he was my best friend or not, and I admit it. Collins, you are my best friend. Don't replace me with Christina. Thank you, APCS, for everything.
My name is Hudson Gwinnen. I was born in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada on December 2nd, 2010. I moved to North Carolina when I was 5 years old. My hobbies are playing sports and hanging out with friends and family. I've been a student at APCS for 8 years. My favorite memory at APCS was the 8th grade class trip. The past 8 years at APCS have taught me many things, such as being kind to others, always being confident in your abilities, and giving your best effort in everything that you do. APCS has shaped my character into the person I am today. I would like to thank all my teachers from APCS, from Ms. Susan with her kind-heartedness and calming praise songs, Ms. Belinsky teaching us sign language, Mr. Nard telling exciting stories and organizing kickball games for us, Ms. Faber with her fun classes and lively spirit, Ms. K making history fun and easy, and Mr. Collins with his laid-back and fun vibes that he always brings to class. I would also like to thank Mrs. Brooke, Mrs. Miller, and Ms. Nicole for always making the office a safe and fun-loving place to hang out and talk. Thank you to Dean Boyd for playing sports with me and humbling me when I get cocky. Thank you, Mr. Green, for teaching me how to play an instrument and being patient with me. I want to especially thank Coach Denius for being the best coach I could ask for. Without him, I would have never developed the skills and love I have for sports today. Thanks, Denius. Thanks to my sisters for being friends that I can laugh with, and for the small amount of times they've actually been nice. Thank you to all my aunts and uncles who've always been people I could rely on and make memorable moments with. Lastly, before I give my roses out, I'd like to thank my classmates. Even though we have had hard times, I'll never forget the good times we all had together. I'm so glad I got to spend these last 8 years with you guys. My first rose goes to my parents. Mom, thank you for always being comforting and asking how my day was every time I got back from school. Thank you for all your hard work at home. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you for being there for me through all the hard times and of course the good ones too. I love you to the moon and back. Dad, thank you for shaping me into a man who values hard work and respects women. Thank you for providing for the whole family with all your tiring work. Thank you for driving me to school every day and making time to watch sports with me. I love you so much, Dad. My second rose goes to my grandpa. All of our summers and haircuts together have been some of the best moments of my life. You've always had my back and made things fun. Thank you for coming to all my soccer, football, and basketball games. No matter how loud the opposing team was, I could always hear you cheering for me and my team in the stands. Thank you for all the contributions you've made and sacrifices that I didn't deserve. I love you with all my heart. Thank you for always, My last rose will go to my grandma. All the great times we had together in Canada, from playing board games, fixing puzzles, or learning French songs, will never be forgotten and have been some of the greatest highlights of my life. Thank you for always welcoming me with open arms and cooking some of the most delicious food I've ever had. Thank you for all the generous donations and love that you provide me and my family throughout these years. I love you, Mammy. I can't thank all of you guys enough, but know that I love you and appreciate everything you guys have done for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Hester. I was born in Fort Worth, Texas, 2011. I enjoy playing basketball and playing music on my violin and saxophone. I've been a student at APCS for 3 years. During my years at APCS, I have required a fine understanding that social skills are important in any situation. I also was introduced to the sport I love, basketball. I also have been taught how to play the saxophone at APCS, and with that, I improved my music sheet reading. I also learned that if someone says LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, they are quite uneducated in the field of basketball. My favorite memories at APCS have been the 2023 and 2024 APCS Invitational Basketball Tournament and the 8th grade class trip. Tonight, I would like to especially thank my parents for supporting me with everything I have done. They have been with me when I have down. They have lifted me up and educated me about life. I would also like to thank Coach Denius for introducing me to basketball and helping me improve my skills over the past years I have been at APCS. I would also like to thank Mr. Collins for being one of the best teachers I've had. I want to give my first rose to my mother. She always supported me and helped me with my homework. I would like to give my second rose to my father. He helped me continue my dream of playing basketball. He also helped me with trying to be the best person I could possibly be. My third rose will go to Coach Denius for introducing me to an actual organized game of basketball and helping me go play NBA basketball. Thank you for letting me spend some of my best years at APCS.
Hello, my name is Avner Karpashev. I was born and raised in Asheville, North Carolina, January 2nd, 2011. My favorite things to do are hunting, fishing, and sports. I have spent a total time of 4 years at APCS. While at APCS, I've learned how to be connected with friends and meet new people. And never doubt your abilities because you can do whatever you want. My favorite memories were when we went on various field trips. The ropes course was a very exciting experience, walking 30 feet above the ground with all my friends in 5th grade. We also went on ski trip, where we got to skip school and go with our friends on the mountains and see people wipe out. One of my favorite ones was the history trip, especially this year's, and how we tried to scare the girls. Didn't really work. And the hike on Maryland Heights, it was like beautiful there. But overall, the most chill time we had was 8th grade class trip. Tonight, I'd like to give one of my roses to my mom. My mom, she is the best. She wakes up when we need to leave for school and makes sure we get up and get ready. She makes sure we have lunch for school. She always keeps us in check and makes sure we have good grades. Thank you, Mom. My second rose goes to my dad. My dad makes sure we get to school and supplies us with the supplies that we need. He loves making us laugh. He makes sure we stay consistent in reading. Thank you for everything, Dad. My last rose goes to Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is my 8th grade teacher. He loves teasing people. And if I learned one thing this year, it is to make sure you never tweak the lion. He loves his students. He's easy to get along with. He makes you feel like a friend. Thank you for these years, APCS.
Hello, my name is Philip. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina. My hobbies are listening to music, soccer, and skiing. I've been a student at APCS for 4 years. While I've been at APCS, I've gotten better at socializing, turning things in, and I've become more athletic. Some of my favorite school memories are both of the history trips and like the time when we got to see where they actually fought the war, the Lincoln Memorial, and the White House. Another favorite memory is when we went to Gettysburg and a lot of us bought fake muskets and fought each other. Other memories that I have are the class trip when we went and played paintball and chilled in a big cabin. Also when we had a big pillow fight and played tackle football in one of the rooms. And when we went to Virginia and saw the beautiful view. The cliff view was amazing. I'm so glad I went to this school. I wouldn't have met any of my friends. I would like to give my first rose to my mom for always being there for me, cooking meals for me, and helping me with schoolwork. Thank you. I would like to give my second rose to my dad for helping me when I need it, teaching me how to do many things. Thank you. I'd like to give my last rose to Mr. Collins for helping me in school and reminding me to turn in my work. Also, I would like to thank Ms. K, Mr. D, Mr. Renard, and Ms. Faber. Thank you for being there for me.
Hello, my name is Sophie Korolchuk. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina on July 22nd. My hobbies are reading and listening to music. I've been a student at APCS for 8 years and have grown and matured a lot ever since. While in APCS, I have learned a lot in the value of true and genuine friendship and in history. Some of my favorite school memories are whenever we're at this year's history trip in Virginia, when we tried pranking the guys but horribly failed. Another one is the 8th grade class trip. I really enjoyed the bus rides and going to the pool with my friends and playing volleyball. Tonight I would like to thank Ms. Brooke, Ms. Nicole, and Mr. Denius. Ms. Brooke, thank you for always having a smile on your face and being so jolly. Thank you for all the mints and shopping advice. I will always miss skipping class going to talk to you in your daily lectures. Thank you for being there when I needed to rant and for always making me laugh. I'll miss you so much, Ms. Brooke. Thank you. Ms. Nicole, thank you for your optimistic personality and your daily hugs. Thank you for your love towards others and your kindness. Thank you for supporting me through hard times and being there when I needed to talk. I'll miss you so much. Mr. Denius, thank you so much for being on our side and always listening to our complaints and being patient with us. It means a lot. I really enjoyed having you as a teacher and coach. Thank you so much for making PE fun and enjoyable. I'll miss it. Now, I want to thank Mr. Collins, Mr. Green, and my friends. Thank you to Yana, Nadia, and Evelina for being the best friends I could ever ask for. Thank you for always being by my side and never leaving me hanging. When I had bad days, you guys always made me feel better. There's never a dull moment with you guys. You guys have created such an impact in my life, and I will forever be thankful that I have you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Mr. Green, thank you for always being patient with us. Thank you for having faith in us when we all thought it was impossible. Thank you for your unique humor and jolly personality, and for always keeping us accountable. I really appreciate all that you have done for us. Thank you for being the best music teacher out there. Mr. Collins, thank you so much for making this year fun and memorable. Thank you for always making sure we're okay and being on our side. You make class exciting and tolerable. You made this year one that I will never forget and will hold such a big place in my heart. Your funny jokes and teasing makes everyone laugh even though it's not funny at all. I'm so thankful that you've been my teacher for my last year in APCS. I wouldn't want it any other way. This year has impacted my life so much, all thanks to you. Thank you, best friend. Lastly, I would like to especially thank my classmates. Thank you guys for such a great end to the school year. Your guys' jolly personalities light up the room and make the environment a lot funner. This year was rough, but you guys made it better. Your humor is one that I'll never forget, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys have impacted my life for the better and the worse, and I'll forever miss you guys. Thank you. I would like to give my first rose to my parents.
Thank you guys for everything. Thank you, Mama, for always being there for us. Thank you for always making sure that I'm okay and doing well. Thank you for always keeping me accountable and wanting the best for me. You're the strongest woman I know, and you're the woman that I strive to be. Thank you for setting such a good example for me to follow, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me. I love you so much, Mama. Tato, thank you. You've shown me what it's like to be strong and the best version of myself. I will always cherish the truck trips you took me on and when you would sing me Majesty by Delirious to bed every single night. Thank you for your constant providing for us and always making sure there's food on the table. You sacrificed so much for us even when it was hard. I'm so thankful that I have you. I love you so much. I want to give my second rose to Miss Faber. Miss Faber, thank you for your kindness and your amazing personality. Your creativity lights up the room and your smile makes others happy. Thank you for your book recommendations and telling me what I needed to hear and not what I wanted to hear. You made 5th and 6th grade so fun and it was an honor to attend your class. You've impacted my life in so many ways and I will forever be thankful. I will never forget the way you always let me be open. You were always open to listen to me and never got annoyed. You mean so much to me and I'm so thankful that I had you as a teacher and a friend. Thank you, Miss Faber. Now I want to give my last rose to my best friend, Evelina Bortnick. Evelina, thank you for your love and your patience with me. Your love towards others radiates like no other and I'm so thankful that you are a part of my life. You stood by me since day one and you've supported me. You're the person that I can always count on. You've been like a sister to me and I'm so glad that we grew up together the way we did. I will always miss the days where we would go build Lego on our porch and both secretly steal Lego pieces from each other and later find them in each other's Lego sets. I loved hiding in the trees with you and walking to CVS. I really miss the times where we would accidentally sleep over and we had the most fun in our lives. I loved every minute of our friendship and I wouldn't change a thing. I love you so much. The impact that you've made on my life is like no other and I cherish our friendship every day. I love you, Evelina. Thank you. APCS, thank you for everything. My experience here has been one that I'll never forget and I will miss you guys. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sebastian Kostikov. I was born in Varosh, Ukraine in 2011. I have lived in America since I was 5 years old. Some hobbies I have are sports, art, and reading. I have been a student at APCS since 3rd grade. It has been a fun 6 years. I learned a lot of things at this school, such as writing properly and judging teachers. I also learned new sports, such as basketball, which I didn't know how to play until I came to the school. Some of my favorite memories at this school were my time in the Faber's art class. They were always fun and creative. Additionally, I found a lot of books I liked. I also made several friends across the last 6 years. I loved playing on the soccer team and scoring against other schools. A special memory is when I helped my sister score her first goal in the real team. It was near the beginning of this year. We were playing against Silver Creek. We were winning by a pretty big amount. I was taking the corner and I lobbed it to the center of the goalie box, where it hit my sister's knee and bounced into the goal. Overall, this school is a place of memories. So first and foremost, I would like to thank my parents, who helped me a lot to push through different obstacles. They always pushed me to do better. My parents supported everything I did, from sports to tests. I would also like to thank all my teachers who encouraged me, like Miss Faber, who always told me that I can do better. She also helped set boundaries of when I could read and when I could not. Thank you, Miss Faber. I'll never forget all the things I learned here at APCS. I would like to give my first rose to my dad. He was always there for me at every turn. When I was down, he always told me that I could not go down in my grades. He always pushed me to do better. I would like to give my second rose to my mom. She always wakes up in the morning to make me and my siblings lunch. She also tells me not to give up. I would like to give my third rose to Mr. Collins. He always helped me out when I didn't understand something. He always encouraged me and told me that I can do better. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Autumn Miller. I was born June 30th, 2011 in Asheville, North Carolina. My hobbies are softball, singing, and dancing. I've been a student at APCS for 4 years. In these past 4 years at APCS, I have learned that Jesus is always with everyone, no matter what. I also learned how to balance out hanging out with friends and finishing schoolwork. My favorite memories here have been whitewater rafting trip, the 8th grade class trip, specifically mountain coasters, and the day I became friends with Milana. I would like to thank my friends Milana, Angelina, and Christina for always making sure I have someone to be with throughout the day at school. I also want to thank everyone who has been in my class for the past few years I've been here. I wouldn't have chosen any other classmates in the world. I would also like to thank my 6 teachers who got me through my 4 years here at APCS. I would like to thank Ms. Brooke because I know I can always go talk to her in the office when something is wrong or if I just need someone to talk to. I'd like to thank Ms. Faber for getting me through my 5th and 6th grade class, Ms. K for getting me through 7th grade, Mr. D for making physical education fun and fair for everyone, Mr. Green for teaching me how to play clarinet even though I would hide my instrument from him when I first came here because I didn't know how to play it. I want to especially thank Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins is a really funny teacher. I love how we can joke around with him, and instead of getting mad, he would laugh with us. I'll forever miss Mr. Collins' class and the class's jokes and energy. The last person I would like to thank before I give out my roses is my Uncle Lane and his wife, Hannah. Lane and I grew up in the same house, and he has given me so many fun experiences like fishing, shopping, and vacations. I remember the time we went to a pet store to get me a fish because I wanted a pet, but I think he secretly just wanted to spend time with me. Me and him have a kind of bond where I would ask where he was every day when he was at school or with his friends, or I would wait in the driveway for him to get home. The second I met Hannah, I knew he made a good choice. Hannah is the sweetest person ever, and I love them both so much. Tonight, I would like to especially thank these people by giving my first rose to my mom and stepdad. Thank you for trying your hardest to spend time with me even when times are hard. I love you both so much, and I'm so grateful Jesus made sure we were in each other's lives. My second rose will go to my dad and stepmom. Thank you for working hard to keep a smile on my face, keeping food on the table, and a roof over our heads. My third rose will go to my Nana and Paul, my mom's parents. These 2 amazing people have taken the time to help raise me. My Nana was always a little late to work to make sure I was at school every day on time. My Paul picked me up from school the days I was with him and not my dad. Even if he was at work, he would always make sure someone was there to pick me up. I bought an extra rose for someone really special. My 4th rose is going to my little brother Marshall, because even though he's about 8 years younger than me, he already matches my energy and I love him. Even though he gets on my nerves sometimes, I know he'll always be there for me and my family. Also, even though he's 6, he will always stick up for his family and pick us up if we're feeling down. The last thing I would like to do is give my friends Milana, Angelina, and Christina extra roses I brought. Of course, I brought extra roses for my cousins, Michaela, Caden, Hunter, and Sean, because they got me through every single day at school. The last thing I'm going to say is I hope all of these people from my 5th through 8th grade classes have the best high school experience, and I hope this isn't the last time I see them.
Hello, my name is Evelina Polishchuk. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina, February 21st, 2011. My hobbies are crocheting, baking, and playing the flute. I've been a student at APCS for 4 years, and while at APCS, I learned the importance of friendship and loyalty. My favorite school memories have been on the 8th grade class trip when our class went to a midnight dinner at Waffle House. Another memorable time I had was when we all went to the pool late and played volleyball. Tonight, I would like to thank my parents for helping me go through school and for the hard work they did to make my school years here happen. I would also like to thank my friends, Angie and Christina, for always hanging out with me and being by my side. In addition, I would like to thank my 5 teachers, Mr. Collins for making school exciting, Miss K for making history, math, and helping me with my algebra, Denius for doing fun activities for PE, Mr. Green for teaching me how to play the flute, and my high school math teacher, Mr. Meadows, for making math easier to understand. My last thanks will go to Miss Brooke for all the mints she gave me and Angie each day. Before I give out my roses, I would like to say a couple words to my classmates. Thank you guys for always making school a fun place to be. I really enjoyed these last 4 years with you guys laughing, bonding, and making the coolest memories together. I wish we could stay classmates forever, but life has its own plans. I will really miss each one of you. My first rose will go to my parents. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always giving me good advice, such as encouraging me to stay true, friendly, and most important, God-fearing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for spending your time dropping and picking me up from school each day. Every time I would come from school and get in the car, you guys would always ask me, how was your day? And it truly makes my day. I appreciate everything you guys do for me and for always caring about me. Nothing goes unhidden. Thank you, Dad and Mom, for always working hard and providing food and a home for me. Love you guys. My second rose would go to my best friend, Angie. From the beginning, you have always been there for me. When I was alone, you welcomed me into your life, and that's when our friendship started. From that day, you always picked me up when I was down and made me laugh all the time. We made so many great memories together, and most of them were pretty funny. I hope we will continue to make many more amazing memories together. Love you, Angie. My third rose will go to Mr. Collins. Collins, you are the funniest teacher I've ever had. You would always mess with the class and make funny jokes. I will really miss the jokes we made about each other. Thank you, Mr. Collins, for always pushing us to try new things, even though we didn't want to. These memories will forever be kept. Thank you, APCS. Have a good summer.
Hello, my name is Milana Achishan, and I was born on September 1, 2011 in Asheville, North Carolina. Some of my favorite things to do in my free time are baking, crafting, and snowboarding in the wintertime. I've been a student at APCS for 9 years. While at APCS, I learned more about God and how to get closer to Him. Another thing I learned is people won't always stay by your side, but that's okay because it reveals the true version of them. Some of my favorite memories have been the history trip and the snowboarding trip with my friend. I had so much fun with Christina when we were going down the slopes together and when we crashed into the guy in front of us. Another good memory would be in the bathroom with my friends. Today, I would like to thank Ms. Faber for being an amazing teacher and making class really fun and someone you could talk to. Thank you, Autumn, for accepting me for who I was. Mr. Denius and Nicole made PE one of my favorite classes because if we ever didn't feel like playing, they would let you take breaks. Thank you, Ms. Brooke, for always being fun to talk to, and thank you for always giving us the attention and care we needed. You'd always listen to our problems and drama and told me what was going to be better for me. Another person I would like to thank is Mr. Collins. He's one of the best teachers at APCS. He would always make sure you were doing okay. His actions really showed he cared for you. He would always tell me that he is on my side. One last person I'd like to thank tonight is Miss Miller. She's the most amazing principal ever. She is so nice and always makes sure you're having fun in class. Tonight, I would especially like to thank the following people by giving them my roses. My first rose I'd like to give to my mom and my dad because they're always comforting me through hard times and driving me to and from school every day. Thank you, Mom, for always picking me up from school and bringing us lunch to school whenever you can and always asking if I was okay when you saw I was down. You took me shopping and bought me everything I wanted. You woke up in the morning to make us breakfast. Thank you, Dad, for teaching us what was right and what was wrong and what to do in certain situations. You'd always remind us that you love driving us to school, and you would remind us to read the Bible. Thank you for providing us with everything we needed. My second rose I'd like to give to my sisters. They're so much fun to hang out with. I would especially like to thank Victoria, who's always there for me and gives me the best advice and always takes me everywhere. She can be mean sometimes, but it's okay. She always takes me to get food with her. If I ever need to get something off my mind, I'll usually tell her. I love you, Victoria. My other sister, Angelina, we always love to hang out and go shopping. We both love talking about girly stuff and makeup and spilling all the tea. I love you, Angelina. My third rose I'd like to give to Christina. She was always so fun to be around when she gets comfortable with you. She makes school fun. We made some amazing memories like going to the bathroom at exactly 11:25 to meet up and running down the hill and walking around the campus and being everywhere we were not supposed to be during recess. Sorry, Mr. Collins. We made some amazing memories together and I hope to make more in the future. Thank you for being there for me and telling me all the tea. I will miss you every day. I love you, Christina. Thank you, APCS. Without you, I would have not had all the experiences I had.
Hello, my name is Nikita Rachishin. I was born in Asheville, North Carolina on July 16, 2011. My hobbies are playing sports and fishing. I've been an APCS student for 9 years now, and in my years at APCS, I've learned to connect with people and make new friends. One of my favorite memories is going to the 8th grade class trip. I like swimming in the pool, going paintballing, and staying up late. Another memory would be going skiing Cataluccio with all my friends and seeing them wipe out on Black Diamond. Tonight, I would especially like to thank all the teachers who got me through my years at APCS. Every day, they would teach me having patience, always being kind no matter what. I would like to give my first rose to my parents. Every day, my mom wakes up early in the morning to make breakfast and make me lunch for school. And my dad wakes me up in the morning and drops me off to school no matter how tired he is. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I'm giving my second rose to Coach Denius. Thanks to him, we had much better organized sports and better teams. He made playing sports a fun experience. Thank you, Coach. And I'd like to give my last rose to Mr. Collins. He has been a fun teacher who made boring things much more exciting. Thank you all for all the great years at APCS.
We will now have a video from our 8th grade class trip.
They trap you and they use you before you even know. For love is blind and you're far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can such a pretty show to steal your heart away. The backstage back on earth again. The dressing rooms are great. They come on strong and it ain't too long, but I make you feel a man. But love is blind and you soon will find you're just a boy again. Makes you wonder where you are. If you want some more, then she's fast asleep. She's just twinkling with the stars. For a young grandson, there's nothing I can say. They'll have to learn just like me, and that's the hardest way. Ooh la la, ooh la la, la la, yeah. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger.
The class of 2025 have invited 2 of our teachers to speak to us, and thankfully they both have accepted. One of these teachers is the 8th grade teacher. The next is the physical education teacher. They both are fun teachers, and we are so grateful to have them here tonight. Please give a round of applause for Mr. Collins and Mr. Denius.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to see you guys up here. You all look great. You guys did great on those speeches. I know you're at the easy part now where you just get to sit back and relax and wait for it to be done. I had to start with a story tonight, and I couldn't decide where to begin because I got these guys in 6th grade with Miss Faber, and it was between Angie putting on 100 layers of chapstick or a story about Nadia. Angie, don't worry. We decided to go with the Nadia story. So Nadia couldn't be here with us tonight, so hopefully you guys don't tell her I'm talking about her behind her back, but it's a good moment. So Miss Faber was going to leave for maternity leave, and I was with her in the first week of school together. She got done teaching her first math lesson of the year, went and helped somebody out on the other side of the room. I see Nadia's hand rise. I get super excited because it's my first time to get a chance to help somebody out. I walk over to Nadia, and she gives me the biggest side eye ever, like, who is this guy? That was always my perspective of it, and I get to her and she's like, I don't really need any help. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm glad you worked it out. So I walk back, I go sit in the back desk in Miss Faber's room, and as soon as Allie finishes up with the kid in the corner, she looks over and Nadia makes eye contact, and immediately that hand goes right back up. And I was like, all right, I won't take that personally. You guys are just getting to know me. It's fine. But that was a moment that I treasure from 6th grade. It wouldn't be a speech from me if I didn't talk about the sports program we have here and the impact that this class has made on it. Before I talk about that, I just wanted to give Autumn a little shout out because I'm so proud of you for finding softball. It's made such a difference in her life, and I'm just grateful for that. Okay, raise your hand if you've played on an APCS team during your time here. That's pretty cool. Now raise your hand if you've been a captain over that last 3 years. These guys have made such a tremendous impact for what we do here. I wish I had time to tell stories about everyone here, but I'm just going to hit on these just for a second. Hudson C. Absolute baller. If you've had the pleasure of watching him play basketball, it is just incredible. He's an incredible talent. I've never seen a kid who understands a game so well. Not only is he a great player, he's a great leader. And the thing that maybe makes me most proud is the role he played in our soccer team. His position was center defensive mid, and that job is not a glorious job. You're there to help people when they make mistakes, and he did it so well. And I'm just so proud of you for accepting that role. Jonathan. The audience, you guys don't know. I have 1,000 nicknames for this kid, so just calling him by his real name, I had to look at him and make sure that's actually him. Jonathan has put in more work in the sport of basketball in the last 2 years than anyone I know. And it's incredible the progress he's made, because in 6th grade, it was just hard to watch. But now, this kid's incredible. He put me on my butt a couple weeks ago, and, I just told him my trip, but, honestly, he just schooled me, and it's okay. I'm getting old. I know it now. Nikita. Nikita scored the first goal that we ever had when I was coaching the team in 6th grade. It was an incredible goal. We lost the game, but out of that came his nickname, the GOAT, which was funny because I had so many kids come up to me and say, why are you calling him dumb? And it was a translation issue, and I was like, hey, I'm saying greatest of all time because, Nikita's incredible. And we ended up making it through that, and I think he's tolerated me calling him that forever, even though it might be a little embarrassing in 8th grade. But I'm just so proud of the young man he's been. He's been an incredible captain for us. All the kids respect him and just look up to him so much. Lastly, I want to talk about Hudson G. Hudson is the only person in my time here that's been a multi-sport captain. And, he's an incredible player in every sport that we have. But the thing that probably has made the most impact to me is all the parents coming and telling me, like, our kids look up to him and that they want their sons and daughters to be friends with him because of the person that he is. And that's just so cool to hear. I can't think of a better compliment than that. We've had winning records every sport that we've been together, guys. I'm so proud of you for that. That's enough sports, though. I wish I could talk about you guys forever, but I gotta let Collins get up here. But I'm very proud of the growth you guys have had. It's a little bittersweet for all of us because, you know, we care about you guys so much and we don't want to let you go, but it's time for you guys to move on and do exciting things. Very proud of you.
Hi, my name is Daniel Collins. Wow, time goes by really fast. It's something that I can no longer ignore. Your 9-year scholastic career here at APCS is over. Guys, you know how long I've been teaching? It's 9 years. As a teacher, you guys know that I can't play favorites. We have all had teachers who have played favorites, and it stinks. I have had some students who are academically stronger than others. That's fact. And so that's something you can measure. But favoritism is so biased and preferential and base, and it's based that it's not fair. So I have a fact to share. This is the best class I've ever had. I really struggle to not call them my favorites as well. This is a class that got it. They found the perfect balance between work and play. This class knew where the boundaries were, and they had fun with them. They knew where the line was, and they played jump rope with it. They were kind and funny. They also found out pretty early on that it was more fun to lift other people up than tear them down. It's classic for boys when they are shooting a free throw to yell out mean things to throw them off, like, "You suck," or "brick." But my boys would yell out, "You're cute." Same effect, but just with smiles. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss you all saying bye to each other and me at the end of the day. I'm going to miss you guys wearing a wig and trying out bad pickup lines on each other. I'm going to miss playing softball together. I'm going to miss singing Miley Cyrus' Party in the USA at the top of our lungs together. I'm going to miss you telling me we don't want to try something new, like a hike, going to a basketball game, whitewater rafting, paintball, or food, and then loving it afterwards. I'm going to miss you yapping to me about whatever latest drama is happening. I'm going to miss your crooked smiles when we figure out something hard. Guys, this job, being a teacher, is hard. Previous years had made me wonder if this was for me, and you guys have helped me see a path forward again. You guys made me love my job again. You made me look forward to coming to work. At the very beginning of the year, I told everyone that I was your final boss, the last level that you needed to get past. I also told them that I wanted for them to make their fears their to-do list. Everything that they were scared of, I want them to move toward those things instead of running away from them. This year, we have climbed up and skied down mountains. We have rafted on whitewater and dodged and shot paintballs. We even conquered public speaking. These were all things that, in the moment, people were afraid of, but we put them on our list of things to do, and we conquered them. So, I have 3 things that I would like to leave you all with as you are leaving this school. Thing number 1, instead of making God your last resort, make faith your first response. Get on your knees. Submit yourself. Put him first. When you put God first, you will be amazed at how your days go. There have been days in my life that I started with God, and the day was terrible, but I was able to get through it. And I would think to myself, whoa, did I just do that? Am I that strong? And then other days where I don't keep him as my focal point, and the day wasn't even challenging, and I think, oh, I thought I was stronger than that. And the difference was whether I kept my eyes on the Lord or not. Peter did an impossible thing. Peter walked on normal, not frozen water. Literally impossible. But it was because he had his eyes set. The moment his eyes faltered, he wasn't able to do it. Helene, high school, first cars, first dates, first jobs might seem impossible. But keep our eyes on God, and we can do the impossible. That doesn't excuse the fact that things will be hard. This brings me to my second point. So remember that growing may feel like breaking sometimes. When I was young, I was between my 13 and 14 year, it was in the summer, I grew 6 inches in one summer, and my bones ached, and it hurt to take a step. And I was growing, but I was in pain. Losing hurts. Failing hurts. But that's how we grow and learn. We need to praise God for that. The Bible says in James 1:2-4, consider it a pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You never learn by winning all the time. You learn by falling down, messing up a problem, and learning the right way, missing your shot, and correcting it. And like Peter, when he took his eyes off God, he fell. Jesus was right there with a helping hand. We will falter, and we will learn. And when we struggle, God's hand will be there to help pick us up so we don't drown. But that doesn't mean it will be easy. That's growth. But in the midst, it can feel like breaking. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy who you are. Do things right here, right now, that you can't do at any other point in your life. Be careful of destination lust. The idea that happiness is in the next place, or the next job, or the next school, or the next phase of your life. Until you give up the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are. Be here, enjoy the struggle and the victories of here, and there will be times where it feels like the world is collapsing around us. And my last piece of advice is something that has been on my board for a long time. My feelings are valid. Though I feel them, I will not dwell on the bad. I will seek the good. I will keep moving forward. It's okay to feel mad. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry. Those things are feelings, not a sin. What can be a sin is how we react to those feelings. This class is very good at being resilient, at being positive, but hard things will happen, and we need to focus on the good around us. What are we thankful for? Seek those things. Walk to them. Keep moving forward. Don't stay in one place. Don't move backward. Take a step forward, one step at a time. Okay, I'm almost done, right? Closing paragraph, I restate my thesis statement, right? So, when life gets hard, remember, make God your first response. Growing feels like breaking sometimes, and your feelings are valid, though you feel them. Don't dwell on the bad, seek the good, and keep moving forward. Class of 2025, I am very proud of you. Coach and I, and every teacher and staff member at APCS will always be in your corner. And though the future is uncertain, we know that God has our future in His hands. If you have tried all those things, but you are still missing that last 10%, you've tried those 3 things, you're missing the last 10%, like your tummy's turning and you're feeling kind of homesick, too much pressure and you're nervous. I mean, put on your favorite song, throw your hands up because they're playing your song, and the butterflies will fly away. Thank you. There's no response.
Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, I am Stephen Green, the music teacher, mostly a taskmaster. I think that everyone will agree over your third grade year through this final 8th grade year, I've given you more playing tests this year than I've ever made you do in your life. And I have no regrets. Now, my big secret is that I also teach at the high school. And of course, unless you go to the high school, you would probably not know that unless you work at APCS. And I have many scholarships here to hand out. Mount Pisgah Academy, which is obviously right here, is a Seventh-day Adventist boarding academy, although they accept community students as well. They are committed to Christian education, and our mission statement is to nurture a relationship with God, pursue academic excellence, and I don't actually have the mission memorized, so I have to look down. Emphasize service to others. They hand out around $700,000 in scholarships and financial aid on top of the opportunity scholarship that they accept. These scholarships are they're for your music ability and for your academic testing. And these are recurring scholarships. So this year you get this much. If you keep your grades up, if you're still doing music, it renews for the following years, up to 4 years. We don't accept 5-year scholarships. So for $250 a year for music and $250 a year for academics is Milana. Have one of these too. Let's grab that. $250 for academics and $750 for clarinet is Autumn Miller. $250 for music and $250 for academics is Philip. $250. These are all $250, I guess. For both, $250 for both is Hudson C. $250 for both is Yana. $250 for both areas is Sophie. $250, both areas, Avenir. $250, both areas, Nikita. $250 for both areas, Angelina. $750 in music and $250 for academics is Jonathan Hester. $750 for music and $750 for academics is Evelina Bortnick. $250 for music and $750 for academics is Nadia. $750 for music and $1,500 for academics goes to Sebastian. $750 for music and $1,500 for academics is Evelina Polishuk. And $750 for music and $1,500 for academics is Hudson Gwinnen.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brooke. I work in the office. I see all these kids every single day. I see them when they come in, I see them as they leave. These are some of my favorite humans in the school. They make my day brighter. So this is gonna be a little emotional, but if y'all are ready, I am. Yana Bobisi. Evelina Bortnick. Hudson Knipe. Angelina Gordienko. Hudson Gwinnen. Jonathan Hester. Avenir Karpashev. Philip Kazantsev. Sophie Korolchuk. Sebastian Koshtikov. Autumn Miller. Evelina Polishuk. Milana Rachishin. Nikita Rachishin.
Okay, 7th graders. Becoming an 8th grader is your next big step. It comes with the responsibility of leadership, being a good example for the younger kids, and getting good grades. You will make a lot of great memories and make amazing friends. You will grow, change, have fun times, and also have a lot of hard work. But remember, don't take 8th grade for granted. Will the class of 2026 please stand? I am proud to introduce APCS's newest 8th grade class.
We have been so blessed this year. We survived a global hurricane event. We were able to get back to school right away. We were able to finish together as a healthy whole, and we have a whole year of rich experiences together. Class of 2025, tonight we are so grateful. We're grateful for each teacher from pre-K to 8th that got you to this place in graduation. We're so grateful for the sacrifice and the time your parents made to bring you to APCS every day, to feed you, and to pick you up. We're so grateful to have spent a whole year adjacent to your camaraderie, your laughter, your hard work, and your humor. We're so grateful for the many ways that you made APCS better. You called rides, you guarded the road for chapel, you hauled chairs. We're so appreciative for all the acts of service that you did for us. And we are so grateful for each of you, for your personalities, your strengths, your love for Jesus, and the lights you will shine as you march to the next phase. Class of 2025, you have blessed us. And now, on behalf of all your teachers and staff at APCS, we want to bless you in return. Will you stand one last time? May this summer be a time of rest and replenishment for each of you. May you start high school in the fall full of confidence and excitement that is grounded in your good start. May you come back and visit us often. May you keep learning, growing, and shining. May this summer and beyond reveal more and more of our magnificent God to you. And may each of you know how truly loved you are. Amen. Welcome, freshmen. some cake on the porch and collect the pictures of your graduates. Thank you.